Christmas fills our hearts with joy as we think of gifts, lights, and holiday spirit. But remember, Christmas means something more. It's the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Let us travel back to Bethlehem and share the story of his birth. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, to be taxed with Mary, who was soon to give birth.
In your end?
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're so long.
Please, do you have any room for us in your end?
We have too many guests already. We have no room.
Do you have any room for us in your end? My wife is with child and will come along with.
All our rooms are full. We have a stable out back we can use. It's not much, but at least it'll give you some shelter.
Joseph, the baby will be coming soon. I think we should go to the stable.
In Bethlehem that night when Jesus was born. I wonder what stories the stars would have told, what sounds the angels would have cried, and what earthly presence would have been in the manger. I can't help but believe that there's been something different in the air, something that made people question what scared things that transpired. I suspect that many people in Bethlehem missed it, but some were allowed to know and feel sense supernaturally the weight of Jesus' interest in humanity. And while they probably did not understand what intricate detail of God's plan, they knew that night was different, they knew that night was special, and they knew that night was holy. And it was so that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered, and she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling cloths, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Mary and Joseph were not the only ones at the manger. There were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified.
Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy. Today in the town of David a Savior has been born. He is Christ the Lord. You will find him wrapped in cloths, lying in a manger. Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men.
When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another,
Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, that the Lord has told us about.
So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told to them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed, and what the shepherds said to them. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which weren't just as they'd been told. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, the Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked,
Where is the one who's been born King of the Jews? We have saw his star in the east, and we came to worship him.
When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. When they saw the child with his mother Mary, they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold and incense of myrrh. As we see the twinkling Christmas lights, let us remember the star that led the wise men to seek the Savior. When we give and receive gifts, stop to ponder what gifts you can give to Christ the child. For the spirit of Christmas is the spirit of love and of generosity and of goodness. It illuminates the picture windows of the soul, and we look out upon the world's busy life and become more interested in people than in life. The things of spirit Christmas is something I hope all of us would have within our hearts and within our lives, not only this particular season, but also throughout the years.